bitch. Okay, if this wasn't the best episode of anything I've seen all goddamn week, okay, and it's just Wednesday, but that's half of my week as it pertains to the things I review, okay? Y'all, first of all, it picked up where it left off last episode, which was with everybody flipping the fuck out, okay? Danielle and Van are in the shop and they're not supposed to be, okay? The new little secretary receptionist bitch done gone and left and quit and left trash on the ground. And Ryan comes back with Cobra and Junior. We already know Junior and Van got into a fight. Cobra and Charmaine got into a fight. This shit was just terrible, okay? And then all of a sudden, like a ray of light-skinned sunshine, Cat. Yeah! Y'all not happy to see me? Bitch! Even Don, I see Van like smile because it was just so fucking funny. Everybody was so upset. Here comes this crazy bitch. But guess what? Kat came in with a fire plan, okay? She came in with the plan that we all go to this lake house I've rented for 24 hours and duke it the fuck out, okay? Man up, woman up, come together, 24 hours. You in it or you ain't, that's that, okay? And we like, okay, go. All right, so everybody go home, you know what I'm saying? So they can pack and prepare, okay? And Danielle and Kat are kicking it. They're kicking it, they're eating, they're talking, they're kicking it. And she gets a knock on the door, knock, knock, knock. Who's at the door? It's a messenger. And what do they have? They have 24 red roses, okay? Bitch, I've never got 24 red roses, okay? I would love them though. But either way, I've gotten flowers, but I'm just saying, 24 red roses says a lot, okay? It says a lot. It says I wanna fuck you, okay? Like to me. I could be wrong. And I know men are stupid. Men are stupid. Men don't know these things. Okay, before he decided that he wanted to send Kat some flowers with a little note, okay, and then a little note, he basically said he was sorry about the way that things ended between the two of them, but he still had love for her. She felt like this is some type of disrespect. He's trying to fuck me now that I'm back in town. I'm not here for this bullshit. I'm gonna send these flowers back to him. So she sent them to the shop. Why she didn't send them to his house? Why she didn't wait to see him to give them back to him since she knew she was gonna see him when she went on the trip? Why she didn't do that, I don't know. Instead, her messy ass sends it to the fucking shop. And guess who gets it? Guess who gets it? Just guess. Old thick ass crazy Nikki. And Ashley, and then Van's old lady. I forgot Van's old lady name because she's probably a regular person, and on television, regular people don't really be noticed that quickly, okay? You gotta be doing ignorant shit like screaming and hiding like Ashley and Nikki for us to remember your name, and I'm sorry for that, honey, okay? But either way, they was all chilling about to have their little, you know, we the old ladies crew party when these flowers came through to the shop. Nikki completely flipped the fuck out. But hold up on that, we gonna come back to that. Just remember that that's what happened. Okay, so they get down there to the lake house, okay, and everybody gets there at different times. In one car, it was like all of the girls and Van because he ain't cool with Ryan or Junior, so it's just best for him not to be in a car with them. And I think Don might have came alone, but he came with the liquor, and they were there first, and then Ryan and the people in his car got there second. And you guys, I felt so bad for Cobra because I know what it's like to be around a group of people that seems to have a closer bond than you have with them or any of them, and you feel alone, especially if you're already going through something like Cobra is going through her daddy dying and that really being the only person that she really had. So she's already going through a lot at this point in her life, okay? For her to come on this trip and be with a whole bunch of fucking people that hate her, you know, I feel like anybody would break down. She went outside and cried, and everybody was like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Especially Charmaine, because she's still mad about them $250 sunglasses. And like I said last review, how the fuck you got $250 sunglasses, but you can't pay your car note, bitch? Let me know that. But you know, Charmaine, you know you still my girl. I'm just saying, you gotta grow the fuck up, Charmaine. Okay, you have to grow up, honey. This episode was a prime example. Charmaine had to go to a journalist, a black celebrity journalist luncheon or some shit like that. Either way, her boss told her to be there and to be there on time. We're gonna see how that turns out in a minute. When Ryan tells Charmaine and everybody else what Cobra is going through and why he brought her back. Everybody feels like shit. Everybody feels bad. So Charmaine goes out there and asks her, "Are you okay, Cobra? Because I just wanted to tell you that I found out about your dad and I'm really sorry, and I just want to apologize because I was just tripping out over some materialistic shit, and I just want to apologize and just, you know, be back cool and, you know, or get cool with you." And Cobra was like, oh, you know, she was like, "It's okay." You know, they hugged and Cobra's crying and shit. And she reaches inside her bag. She was like, "Cause I got us both the same sunglasses so we could both have them." So, you know, then Charmaine was like, she felt even more like a bitch. And I was like, damn, Cobra, that was a sexy move, bitch. That was nice. Like, everything is getting cleaned up in a nice little bow for me. I'm really appreciating this. Okay, so Charmaine and Cobra have now made up. They're now cool. Everybody proceeds to get fucked up and have this huge get down party, except for what? Who? Van, who decides to go lay his ass on the bed and fall asleep, and everybody else is like getting drunk and getting fucked up, including Charmaine, who has somewhere to be the next morning. But she over fucking sleeps. Okay, by what? She was already an hour late when she woke up. Then she went there in her bathing suit top and her booty shorts and her face fucked up and her wig half off her head looking a hot ass mess. And that dude told her that it is over, bitch. Your career is over. And I'm like, you just so fucking aggressive and want to be professional, but really not. You was loud as fuck. I know you want like embarrass people to teach them lessons in life, but goddamn, okay, you was just putting way too much emphasis on everything, and nobody wants to look at the back of your neck like that again. Okay, don't you ever do that in your fucking life. Okay, anyway, trying to play somebody with the back of your neck, or you out of your goddamn mind? You know how much self-confidence and they gotta have a neck that look like that and want to turn it on somebody else hard and push it in their face? Like, come on, bro, whatever. Anyway, so Charmaine get back to the house and she's pissed the fuck off. Okay, she's feeling down on her luck. She's feeling terrible about herself. Hold up, y'all. Did I forget to mention what happened? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention what happened. When Charmaine was so fucked up, she ran to the bathroom to throw up, and the camera caught Cat coming out of the bathroom that Ryan was in. Then, that next morning, they were on the dock talking far away from the cameras, but they were still mics, and she was like, "Do you think they saw us?" And he was like, "No, you overthinking." So, we know Rachel and him are back together. We know it looked like they did something in that bathroom. What the fuck, Ryan and Kat? This is so messy. We expected more out of the two of you. Okay? Other people, yes, but we expected more out of you two. I'm just so disappointed. We decide, in order to get past our problems, Van and Ryan, we're gonna have a boxing match. Okay, they brought some real fucking boxing gloves, and Don's stupid ass is flexing fucking hard and shit. It was so funny, y'all. It was walking around like that and shit. That nigga is built, and if he decides to do the workout thing, he will probably make him some money and cheat on Ashley plenty. I don't know if that's the route he should go, but goddamn it, I know that that's what probably happened. If he would get into that workout field and be a trainer or some shit like that, he is going to bang all the rich old ladies that want the D in Chicago. Like, y'all, I don't think it'll be good for their relationship, but it'll probably be good for his pockets. Okay. Anyway, did I forget to mention that they went to church and he went and got saved? You know how when they call, you know, if you need a hand extended in prayer, once you come out to the front. If you need to be saved, come down to the front, brother. And he went, and after some, you know, long camera shots, he went down there and shit. So he's trying to be a better person right now, right? And part of being a better person is getting his frustrations out and fighting and getting greased up and getting into it. Is one of those things, right? So he decides that this is what's going to help them, right? So him and Ford go first, all right? And of course, Don's whooping Ford's ass. Even though Ford is the older brother, he acts like the baby brother. He fights like the baby brother. Yeah. So that's where we at with that. It was funny. Then Ryan and Van get up there, and man, Van was punching the absolute fuck out of Ryan. Ryan got a couple of good face hits in, some body hits, but y'all know Van was absorbing that shit. After a while, you could tell that Ryan was like, fuck taking them hits, okay? Them punches was hard as shit. But after they finished fighting it out, they hugged it out, okay? And it was cool. I was glad. Everything was actually turning out to be really cool. I'm so glad that everybody made up, because I felt like it was stupid. Before all of this, I forgot to mention that Van and Cobra made up too. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not going in order. Van and Cobra made up because he decided that he was taking out his frustration on the wrong person. And as a man, he should not have handled her, verbally abused her in that way, because he has a daughter and he wouldn't want any man to speak to her like that. So he apologized and, you know, apologized again by tattooing her, and she forgave him. And she was like, would you tattoo me? Because they both shared the fact that they recently lost father figures. Y'all know Van just lost his uncle and she just lost her father, and they are really helping her get out of the depression that she's in. And I feel like this goes to show how good of a person Ryan is and how everybody needs to recognize that. And I'm so glad that Van has decided to see the error of his ways as it pertains to that. I still feel like the nigga asking for too much, feeling like he's entitled to know when people are going to be hired. But I also liked when I saw in the preview for next week's episode that the next girl they're going to bring in, everybody is going to be able to meet her before he says if he's going to bring her in or not, to see how she gels with everybody. And I thought that that was cool. That's something that you do not have to do, but that I'm glad that you did, so everybody could feel comfortable and feel included in the process instead of just having people pop the fuck up, you know, into the family shit. And let me just remind y'all how much they're family. When Charmaine was fucked up, Ryan was in the bathroom taking a shit. But she felt so strongly about the fact that he and Van needed to make up that she decided to go into the bathroom with him and talk to him about it for a good 5 minutes, and then told him to spray some Febreze. I was completely fucking floored. I apologize. You are a real family. I'm sorry, I apologize. I take it back. That was some real shit right there. I don't wanna see most people, like I hardly wanna see my husband shit. Hardly want to see my husband shit, okay? And I'm fine with that, okay? The only person I've ever been comfortable watching shit was my mom, and that's just weird. I don't know why. She shit, people would go in the bathroom and start talking to her. I don't know. I don't know why. Thing we did. Weird, I know. But, you know, it just goes to show. Y'all's a real family. My bad. This episode really was awesome up until the point when Nikki showed up. Remember I told y'all to remember what happened with Nikki? Nikki showed up when Don and Charmaine were jokingly fighting, and she was hitting him about lying to her about Ashley and not telling her the truth. And that's when your girl Nikki bust in with the flowers and just started knocking fucking heads. And then proceeded to scream about why Kat had given the flowers back. And she was like, because I did not want them and I wanted you to know what the fuck was going on, basically. And Nikki is just pissed. Why would you do that, bitch? Why would you send them to me? Why you just wouldn't throw them away and all of this shit? She going off on her instead of going off on him. And Kat, even though she is proven to be scary because she does not want to be hit again by that big bitch. And I kind of do not blame her at all. Even though I'm kind of like, bitch, I can only take so much verbal abuse and all of this extra shit from somebody before I decide how I'm going to handle it. And normally, if you're bigger than me, I might hit you with something, run up on you, throw something in your face, distract you, then hit you. It just depends on the situation and what comes to my mind first. But sometimes I be damned if I let some big ass bitch talk to me like that, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm just as much of a woman as you. Obviously my pussy does just as much muscular work as yours does. So calm the fuck down. Be mad at who you need to be mad at, and that's your nigga. Okay, I'm sorry, that's how I felt. Nikki was completely overreacting, acting like a fucking maniac, knocking shit down and fucking stuff up, talking about, and anytime y'all have something else, I'm gonna be there because I'm his other half. Bitch, y'all are not married. You are not his other half. Calm the fuck down. You are just his old lady. You are very much replaceable at this point in that nigga's life. He may feel strongly about you, but not strongly enough to stop being flirtatious with other bitches. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. That nigga mad flirtatious. And I would be very surprised if those flowers weren't an attempt to fuck Kat. Even though when they talked about it in the jacuzzi, he said that he was just sending it to her so that he could clear the air with her so that they can be on better terms. And I'm like, why does it fucking matter if you and Kat are getting along? Why does that even matter? She says that she felt like he was trying to fuck with her again. And he was like, nah, that's not what it was. And he thinks that she's blowing it out of proportion. But I'm like, my nigga, no, I'm sorry. I think Forrest very slick about his shit. I don't know. I would feel how she feel in all honesty. Like, to be honest with y'all, even if that's not how he meant it, that's how I would have took the shit. Anyway, y'all, that was basically everything that went down on the show. It was a really good episode. I enjoyed it thoroughly the entire fucking hour. I cried when Cobra was crying, y'all. I was storing my emotions when Cobra and Charmaine was making up. I'm so glad that y'all act like y'all had some sense again, because you know I love y'all, right? Okay, that's why I review this shit, because I really like the people on their show, and I'm glad they got it together. Now, if I have any more problems with negative ass Nancy Danielle, okay, doubtful Danielle, bitch, like I don't know. I feel like everybody made up. I don't know if Danielle's energy is still okay, because I feel like the shit was never really resolved between her and Ryan, you know, so I don't know how to feel. Either way, everybody got fucked up and had a good time, and made me wish I was at the lake house shit up until that point when Nikki came. Okay, and hold up, I forgot to tell y'all that when she did come, Ashley came with her, like yapping and yapping like a fucking maniac, going off, screaming and hollering because Don didn't have a shirt on. Don didn't have a shirt on? Bitch, Don never has a shirt on. And they were boxing. He was saying that, and they had gloves on when she came down there, but she was just screaming and hollering and would not calm the fuck down. And Don had to like really get down on one knee, very calmly I might add. I was like, girl, the Lord might work for him after all. He got down on one knee and said that, look, I understand why you feel how you feel with the history and the things I've done in the past. I understand why you feel how you feel, but I'm telling you, I have not done anything. We were in there boxing. I just need for you to calm down. I need for you to trust me. And she was like, all right, you just respect me. And then the confessional, she was like, okay, I'm not overreacting, and I needed to calm the fuck down. And it was like, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the growth in this episode. That was it. I believe that was absolutely everything that happened. I so enjoyed it. Hope y'all liked it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video. And I'll see y'all in my next one.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good, touch my